Well, the Browns welcome their rookie class to Berea and some tryout players, undrafted free agents, day one of rookie minicamp here on Friday. Let's do some takeaways. Mary Kay, what was your takeaway today from interviews, practice, whatever it is you saw?
Well, some of these guys really passed the eyeball test. I thought Cedric Tillman showed up. I mean, he looked every bit the part in terms of 6'3", 215, big, catching the ball. I mean, he looked like an NFL receiver. He really did. And you know what? I thought Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the rookie quarterback, he throws a nice football. He got out of the huddle quickly. It looked like he just was managing things well, taking good direction. And then one more thing real quick, and that was DeJuan Jones. I watched a lot of him. A lot of us did. He's as big as advertised, that's for sure. And it was, it was a little bit of an up and down first day for him.
Yeah, Ashley, I mean, that's the big thing we've talked about is that eyeball test, kind of getting to see these guys, not just play, but also just kind of see them, how they look, how they move, all of that stuff. And, I'll just second what Mary Kay said. Cedric Tillman looked the part, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson did look sharp.
Yeah, he did, and especially knowing he didn't, call plays out of the huddle in UCLA, he's getting used to that sort of vocalization. But, yeah, Cedric Tillman, to me, looked like an NFL wide receiver when we saw him out there, and I think that eye test is one of the most important takeaways you can have from rookie minicamp, because I know I left Berea last year, we all did, thinking, man, Martin Emerson Jr. just looks like an NFL player, even though folks probably didn't know much about him at the time. So I definitely think that eyeball test can't be understated during these 3 days that they're out here.
Okay, Ashley, what did you take away from today?
Yeah, I think my takeaway is also going to have to be with Cedric Tillman. I talked to him off to the side a little bit, and the big thing I'm interested in with him is how he's learned to use that size that we got a chance to see out here, because he hit a growth spurt late in high school. He was playing 5'9" for most of his high school years, so kind of interesting to hear from him how he's learned to manage that. He says going to Tennessee really helped him do that, and now he feels like it's just second nature.
Yeah, again, Mary Kay, just going back to what we saw from him on the field and seeing him move, I think the big thing here is you're going against guys who maybe aren't all going to make it in the NFL, so you like it when a guy can stand out in this group.
Yeah, absolutely. And, he's not the fastest guy in the world, so you're not getting someone that's going to, be your vertical stretch guy necessarily. But he can definitely go up and he can high point the ball. He can win contested catches. He can get good separation. He's got good hands. And he showed, a few glimpses of those things today, and I think fans are going to like him.
Let's talk a little more about Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You mentioned Mary Kay, and I think I'll kind of make that my takeaway here is, again, we don't know how much we're actually going to see of him over these 4 years. It's a weird thing because the Browns don't want to see a lot of him because they want Deshaun Watson to be on the field and healthy and playing. But we've been to a lot of rookie minicamps, Mary Kay, and the quarterback play is not always up to snuff. And today, again, he just looks like a guy that belongs.
Yeah, he does. And, they are so high on him. They really have liked what they've seen from his UCLA tape. He's got a lot of experience. He's not the youngest guy that they usually bring on board at the age of 20 or 21. He's 23. And so, he has a little bit of a maturity about him. He's played a lot of football, and some of that shows up.
And actually, it's just going to make guys like Cedric Tillman and some of these other guys fighting to make the roster. It's going to make them better that they have a quarterback like that to play with down the depth chart.
Right. I mean, this guy was a 5-year starter at UCLA, which is kind of unheard of, I feel like, in college football anymore. And he really made the most of those opportunities, leaves the program as the leader in many offensive categories for a single player's career. So I definitely think, just seeing him out on the field, see why it was important for them to want to draft somebody to bring in behind Deshaun Watson, and also knowing that obviously they're not the same player, right? But he does have some of that dual threat ability that's going to be so important in this offense.
All right, day one of Browns rookie minicamp in the books. We'll get one more day that we get to watch on Saturday. We'll cover everything at cleveland.com/Browns.